Okay, shall we please rise as we welcome our officials, please? Okay, please sit. Thank you. So I intentionally didn't introduce myself because our guests were not here and I want to feel important, okay? So if I introduce myself and they are not here, they will not know me. And I believe Asabia too wants to be known. So please, who are you?
My name is Benis Asabia Yeboah. I'm from Ghana.
Okay, my name is Kofi Amponsan Diodu. I'm also from Ghana. All right. So now that we've introduced ourselves and you know us, and we also know you by face, I think it's just right for us to know who are here this morning. So we have with us here our mom, our beautiful mom, Dr. Shola Diodu. Please give us a wave if you are here. Okay. We have the mission director of USAID, Mr. Alex Dupree. And then we have a very handsome man that I'm trying very hard to know. But now that I don't know him, he will make me know him. So please, can you tell me who you are so that I'll tell them? I know you've told me already, but just tell them so that they will all know.
I am Professor Philip Duku Osei, Deputy Rector of GEMPA. Thank you.
It's not easy to be a professor. In future, maybe I'll be a professor, but now I'm a mister, and I'll take it like that.
Okay, so we are going to have our opening remarks by Dr. Shola Safudodu. Dr. Shola, this is her first year at Yali RSC. We are already in love with her. We can't wait to hear her remarks for today.
Good morning. Mr. Alex Dupree, Mission Director of USAID, Professor Duku Osei, Deputy Rector, Yali West Africa Regional Leadership Center partners and participants, distinguished guests, alumni, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It's a great pleasure for me to address you once again on the occasion of the closing ceremony of this important Emerging Leaders Training Program, which started on 12th March 2017. A big thank you to USAID for this investment in transforming Africa by empowering young leaders. I'd like to thank the team here at the RLC, GEMPA, and the GECC for all their hard work over the past 5 weeks. Thank you to Mr. Atikwi, Mr. Prempe, Mr. Mensa Bonsu, Mrs. Okine, for all the work they do behind the scenes to make this center a reality. We'd also like to thank all our partners for their continued partnership in this work of leadership training of young people. Now, dear participants, I'm convinced that the last 5 weeks has been quite a journey for you. You have been able to learn about how to be better leaders, how to network, share useful skills and knowledge for the benefit of your respective countries, communities, and organizations, all for the common good of mankind and Africa in particular. You built a solid network, a team of young Africans who will shape Africa. Speaking of your team, it's a shame that we had to break up the group early, and fellow participants from Liberia, Gambia, and Cameroon had to leave early this morning because of the Easter flight schedules. So they would get home before Easter. I'm sure that you already missed them. Last night was quite an emotional one. Some of the men were here crying as their fellow participants were leaving. Okay. Apart from being immersed in the leadership training, you also had time to engage in numerous activities and initiatives, some of which we included in the curriculum for the very first time. So, for example, you had a coaching session with Dr. Gilbert Buckle before the training started, which prepared your minds for the training ahead. One of the things he said was that there is never a situation when nothing can be done. You learned how to tell your stories with Ms. Esther Koba, and we are looking forward to publishing your stories in our Yali RLC West Africa publication. Remember when you learned about leadership in service from Ms. Esi Ansah of Ashesi University, who taught you that everyone has the capacity to influence with or without titles. And also when she said, good leaders are people who plant trees, even though they may never sit under them. Or when Professor Bedu Akosa told you that young people by their nature must want to change the world. You also learned about technology as a contemporary issue affecting Africa with the former CEO of Millicom, Tigo, Femi Banigwe. You engaged with the former ambassador of Kenya to the US, Mr. Elkanah Odembo, and you learned about urbanization from the former mayor of Accra. These are all learnings which we hope have impacted you for life. Ladies and gentlemen, the US government's Young African Leaders Initiative is a medium-term effort to invest in the next generation of African leaders and strengthen partnerships between them. The Yali Regional Leadership Center is developing a prestigious network of leaders across critical sectors to Africa's progress and offer follow-on leadership opportunities with the goal of strengthening democratic institutions and spurring economic growth. We take pride in you young people. We are proud of Mary Kosa, who won the Yali Leadership Prize. A round of applause for her. We presented them these prizes yesterday. We are proud of Kofi Amponsah-Addo, who won Yali Spirit. We are proud of Marcus Akor, who was the star for entrepreneurship. Faith Chunzo Ume, who won the star of public management. And Evans Adiku, who won the prize for civic leadership. There is so much talent in cohort 6. People like you will not only shape this continent, but the future of the world. And we are proud that you demonstrated our core values of teamwork, innovation, and professionalism as well. By defining our values early as an institution, we are aiming to establish authenticity through all our processes and approaches to everything we do as an institute. Like some of your own efforts back home, Yali has been calling for a new approach to development, demonstrating how a clever combination of these 3 values can accomplish great things. We encourage you to continue upholding them. We have some alumni in our midst, and we want to thank you for being here. And on behalf of the US government, we wish to formally congratulate you for your successful completion of the Young African Leaders Initiative West Africa Emerging Leaders Program. You have proven your dedication to your network, your community at home, your country, and your continent. Yali believes that you will spur growth and prosperity and strengthen democratic governance and enhance peace and security across Africa. You have displayed great and commendable patience, discipline, and enthusiasm through the 5 weeks of your training here, and the 3 months of post-training activities. And we are particularly proud to officially induct you into the vibrant network of Yali Regional Leadership Center alumni chapters. They are the country alumni chapters. Each chapter will be the sole responsibility of the alumni members and has autonomy to operate independently of the Regional Leadership Center whilst maintaining a close relationship with it. Alumni chapters serve as an extension of the Yali RLC West Africa brand in terms of engaging and empowering youth within the 9 target countries. Chapters will fulfill a critical role in developing leadership capacity in their own countries. So you go out as brand ambassadors of Yali, and we charge you to utilize the training and skills you have acquired throughout these 5 weeks in being the answer to the questions and solutions to the challenges facing Africa. You must now see yourself as a vital member of the society and a critical part of the new Africa, an Africa that is healthy, successful, free, educated, and self-sustained. We believe in you, and we are very confident that you will continue making us proud. Success is within reach of all people, but you can grasp it only when you realize the power within you. We look forward to the transformational leadership that you are going to bring about on the continent. And as Professor Akosa said, wherever you are, let your voice be heard. Okay, so as I said last night, we are waiting for your impact stories. Many of the alumni here have already sent in their stories. We look forward to celebrating you and showing you off in the Yali publication that we will be releasing very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I'd like to thank you for coming to GIMPA. I look forward to seeing you one day back in your countries for an alumni reunion. It is my hope that the spirit of friendship that has been nurtured over the last 5 weeks will be continued and strengthened. More importantly, I hope that your drive to be great leaders helps you make the impact you want in your countries, your communities, and your organizations. A warm welcome once again to the closing ceremony for Cohort 6. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, we can do better. Let's clap for her. Thank you very much. So just a little clarification. We heard that yours truly had the Yali Spirit Award. Just for information, when in our circles, Africa, when you hear spirit, you start to think of your grandfather or your ancestors. This is positive spirit. Yali Spirit is positive spirit. So please don't see me after here and ask me to curse somebody for you or convert something into money. I can't do that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Doc, for that wonderful delivery. So, our animals group here. Animal groups, are you here? Elephants, can we hear from you? Eagles. Oh, eagles, you again. Lions. Yes. So, as you know, the lions are the kings of the jungle.
Not true.
So, we always lead wherever we go. And we are leading the pack very well. We know some of you have finished. We have our alumni here. And some of us here want to know the life after Yali. What happens in the real world? Because I overheard somebody last night trying to convince another person that he's going to change his country. So I was asking whether he was Superman, Batman, or Captain Planet. A lot of us are going back home with a lot of energy and vibe. That is good. But I would like to hear from our alumni what the reality is so that we can prepare ourselves for the journey ahead. So to help us understand the stories of the aftermath, not the ancestral story, please. The story post-Yali. We'll humbly call on Christian Edinkra. Christian Edinkra. Oh, let's clap for him. To tell us his story. But before then, we'll ask him a question. Oh, please, you mount the podium, please.
Ask me the question.
Which animal group are you from?
I am the elephant.
You
Interestingly, I was the chief elephant. And yesterday I was here. When I came, when the elephant begins to roar like meow, then there is a trouble. Elephants, that means we the elephants remain the chief of the jungle.
When an elephant becomes a cat, how can it be a chief of the jungle?
Yes. In fact, no, I'm saying when the lion becomes a cat, doing meow, then there is a trouble.
It was the elephants doing meow. Anyway, you are welcome.
The lions, let's see you. So you have trouble. Elephants, yes, we shake the ground.
All right, we'll hear the story from him. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him.
Thank you. I was privileged to be part of Cohort 2. The experiences were great and are great. Thank you, USAID, Yali. We salute you, Prof. was here those moments. 2015, when we were here, it's been nice, isn't it? Yeah, you leave missing your experiences, your acquaintances, all of those smiles, all of those hugs, but it's awesome. Yes, Yali gave us the opportunity to discover who we were or we are. And as a person, it wasn't the things that I was doing for which I was selected here that encouraged me, but those things that I was able to do after here. That is the question. So after going through the leadership trainings and after going through the various tracks, I was at public sector management. It was a nice experience. And after here, I got back to my association as a teacher and as a journalist. In all my duty, I ensured that I portrayed that leadership. Leadership not only in taking position, but leadership even if you are not in position, your ability to be able to let people understand that those problems around them can be solved, not necessarily you being in position. And it means that a leader, you are not to have the position before you will be able to make change. The change begins even when you are not in position. The change begins even when you are not in position. But let's remember that from here, as a person and as a teacher, I made myself as a tool for change, not only in my school, but I extended it to my colleague teachers. And as such, many of the young teachers who I lead believes that you don't need to only provide academic needs of your students that you teach, but you have to provide for that leadership need where in the way you speak, the way even you dress, the things you do, your relationship with them, makes them believe that they are leaders. Because as a leader, you must be exemplary in the things you do. And so, through this, my knowledge acquired here, I was able to organize them. That's my students, lots of them. I had about 300 so far that I have trained. And through the support of NAT, Ghana National Association of Teachers. And in fact, I'm proud to say that the chairman of my district, we have 3 districts put together, Medina, Adenta, Abokobi. Those of us from Nigeria, please don't worry. When I finish, I'll clarify it to you. But I remind you that our jollof is still nice than Nigerian jollof, just by the way. And please, I'm happy to have my boss and my chairman and my officer here. This man, that's Mr. Nelson. Mr. Nelson was the one who encouraged me after Yali to take up this leadership to the students that I teach, to let them know that it is not me who should be the leader, but they, because together we make the change. One person cannot. You cannot make the change. It is the synergies that you create from here that will make the change. Please make the synergies when the opportunity comes. I know already you have the synergies. When the opportunity comes, please create that synergy, go and impact. So I was able to train about 300 students, and they are doing great. Have you heard of Adinkra pie? Which of you ate Adinkra pie? Yes, I know those of you in Ghana and maybe some Nigerians who like our Ghanaian pie also may taste it. And so this man, by design, I'm not a CEO of Adinkra pie, but it happened to be my name. And so I approached him. You use my name, oh. I can take you to court. But he said, oh, your name is Adinkra. I said, yes, my name is Adinkra. Okay, I'm going to partner you, but I will employ you as a marketing officer. And I considered the offer. I realized that it was good initially, but I wouldn't be able to go for the time schedule given me because I was to report 6 a.m. and close 8. And it wouldn't, and the amount of money, of course that I'm not looking for money. As a leader, you shouldn't always look for money, but those values you have, it's good to share them, but don't compromise them. So I agreed that, okay, for the time being, I will not be able to be a permanent worker, but I could be part-time so that I'll manage the communication and the advert aspect. And it was great that now some of my suggestions were taken, and so throughout Ghana now, you have a Adinkra Pie. I was at Koforidua, I saw a Adinkra Pie. I was in Kumasi, I saw a Adinkra Pie. So through certain advice and support I gave him or the company, I think we are doing well as a company now. And so that is leadership, where you don't need to be there in the company for you to contribute. But even as you are outside, you can be gaining from that. As a journalist, in my publications, if you Google Christian Yahweh Adinkra plus Public Agenda newspaper, you see some of my articles. I do not let or compromise professionalism. In Ghana, as a journalist, if you do not want to align politically, it is difficult to get stories. Not only in Ghana, I guess. You go through some of the countries, if you do not belong to the major political parties, it's difficult for you as a professional journalist to get some of your stories through. I decided that I wasn't going to align myself, and also coming from a Christian background, I'm not saying that it doesn't matter, religion doesn't matter, but for some of us it matters. So I was approached by some parties to be with them, part of the communication system, but I decided that no, I wouldn't do that. I would still remain my professional. So the publications I do reflect leadership. You don't try to use your stories or your medium to damage people. That is not a good leadership skill. That is not good of a leader. And so all I want to say is that the problems around us are there. Your ability to solve them, that makes you a leader. Barak said that when we study together, we learn together. And when we prosper, we do so together. That is there. So please, I want to thank you for this opportunity. My prayer is that when you go, keep the spirit. Don't renege on the things that you were taught, series of them, but try and change the world through the synergies you have created, the values you have learned from here, your attitude as a leader. And so the problems are there. From here you meet them. It hits you rarely. But your leadership ability determines the way you'll be able to solve those problems to create a change Africa is looking for. I thank you and I bless you for your audience.
Thank you, thank you. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Chief Elephant. Former
yes.
Chief Elephant.
Yes,
so where is Adinkra Pie?
Oh.
You've been distributing to the whole Ghana. Small Yali. You didn't bring us pie.
Yesterday, when I came here, I saw that the food and the drinks were too much. If I bring my pie, you wouldn't take it. So
if I continue, they will say that because you're an elephant, I'm putting you on the spot. So let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Okay, so we have the next person to tell us the story of the afterlife, post-Yali life. And we have Akoto the Gross, if he is here. Okay, so we'll just give you 2 minutes. Which animal group?
Of course. We fly very high. Let's fly.
Okay, your 2 minutes starts now.
So I have 1 minute, 50 seconds more, 40 seconds more. All right. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. I am amazed that the time has flew so fast. I'm part of cohort 2, or I was part of cohort 2. And I would just like to share with you how privileged I was for being part of the group and how it has propelled me to do greater things in my own small way. And I hope that it will also inspire you, dream big, but start small. A lot of us are dreaming big, and when we are starting it small, and so we think that we are on the wrong path, but you are. It will grow eventually. You know, when I came to Yali, I had founded Fat to Fit. It's a weight management company helping people lose weight and keep fit. I mean, of course, weight loss, it will not fly in Ghana. It will not, I mean, it's kind of a bit of Western. So I was, you know, on the fences, you know, trying to see whether I should go ahead with this. But being here, I realized that leadership is all about influence, how you can affect other people. So I graduated from Yali and said, you know what, I'll take Fat to Fit to a different level. And thanks to what I also learned about partnerships, the fact that you can't do it on your own, I was able to leverage on key partnership. In fact, one of them is 3FM, TV3. In fact, John is here. Thank you, John. His program hosts us every Monday morning when we're running the Fat to Fit 60 Days Challenge. We've done it in 3 seasons, and we've helped, I think, over 1,000 people now lose weight and keep fit. If you go to our website, fattofitghana.com, you'll see some of these amazing stories. And for me, what even amazes me about this whole experience is that as you are looking at me, looking all this fly, at one point in my life, I was 130 kilograms, very big. And as to how I overcame it, I have a book, I have some in my car, I can go and bring it if you are interested. 7 Simple Steps to Losing Weight. It will help you. And I have just released my second book last week. It's called Change What You Eat, Change How You Look. Tell somebody, change what you eat, and then change how you look.
Change how you look.
Because honestly, when I changed my diet, I look different. And all the people I have helped, you know, get into right shape, trust me, they all look different. It's because they made the right dietary changes. And it's not only about just your looks, it's really about your health, which is your greatest asset. And so for me, I'm praying that we will continue to inspire a fitness culture and healthy living amongst Ghanaians and amongst Africans, because a lot of the diseases that we are having these days, if you talk to medical practitioners, they will tell you 80 to 90% are all lifestyle related. What we are putting in the input, we are putting in the wrong things. And so I hope that you would also go out there in your own small way to start something and influence. Because like I said, what I learned from Yali who was here is that leadership is influence. And all these people have been able to influence their lifestyle changes. And, you know, habits are difficult to change. So if I've been able to do that in the lives of people, I think that I have done a great job and I deserve a big round of applause. So please do that right now for me. And a few things I just want to leave you with before I take my seat. It's my 2 minutes up.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. And I think that if you forgot anything I said, please just keep this. Only changed people can change the world. When you started, you said somebody said they're going to change the world. Well, first of all, have they been changed? Because if you cannot change yourself, control yourself, take care of yourself, all your dreams would be in the eyes. You cannot effect any change. So start with yourself, change yourself, and then you can affect your world. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Mr. Akoto. Start with yourself, change yourself, and you can change the world. The next alumni I'm about to introduce, this is a woman who has been supporting me. She was supporting me even before I came to Yali. She was supporting my projects, and I love her. I'm happy to introduce to you Amma Duncan.
Members of the high table, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity given me to give an alumni impact speech on this occasion of Yali Cohort 6 closing ceremony. I am humbled. My experience here last year was amazing. The quality of content shared, the in-depth knowledge of the lecturers from around the world, the cultural nights, the poster sessions, field trips, not forgetting the Gimpa Jollof. I'm still trying to lose weight, so I think I have to book an appointment with you from all that Jollof. It was truly a beautiful experience for which I am so grateful. And I can see from your faces that you've had your own fun as well, right? Where are the eagles? Fellow Yalians, we were privileged to be chosen among many young Africans for the Yali Emerging Leaders Training Program. The selection team saw something in us and have now equipped us to do more than we were. The question is, did you pass through Yali or did Yali pass through you? Did you pass through Yali or did Yali pass through you? If Yali passed through us, then we now have a responsibility to go out to our communities to propagate what we have experienced here and multiply the impact. I believe personally that the biggest value in this experience is the networking opportunities we had. Now, for me on a daily basis, I get to share ideas, information, and resources with hundreds of young African leaders from around the region. That is priceless, especially with regards to what I do, because I share stories about women. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Look to your left, look to the person on your left, and look to the person on your right. Sitting next to you could be the next Oprah Winfrey, Nelson Mandela, Angelique Kidjo, and P-Square. Where are my Niger people? Yeah. Sitting next to you could be the person who is holding the key to that door that needs to be opened for you. Don't take this for granted. Please don't take the relationships you have formed here for granted. Some of you might even end up getting married. And for me, I think that's the biggest value. So please, let's continue to network thanks to WhatsApp and social media and all that. Let's continue to network, let's share ideas and resources, and make Africa what God intended Africa to be, through us all. Long live Yali, long live Africa. Thank you.
And long live the Eagles. Yes. So, after everything is done, we'll have just one group sing to us. So I know the group that had the best song during the cohort. Why are you saying no? Who tells you it's not your song? Because you know you don't sing well. You are protesting even before you mention the name of the group. Okay? So, we are in Gimpa, right? Good. So, it's just right to have the landowners also say something to us, at least why we are here, whether our tenancy agreement will be renewed or not, whether they'll sack us after this meeting or not, or they'll give me another room so that I can sleep some extra days, because I'm enjoying the rooms. So, Prof, please, just do us the honor of telling us something small, at least you're on your land. So just give us some nice few words for our participants, alumni, and then our current fellows. Thank you.
Oh, let's clap.
Good morning, Mr. Alex Dupree, Madam Director, Excellencies, Yali Fellows, and all invited guests. I'm very pleased to be called upon to give a few remarks on behalf of the Rector. As we promised, and we have always promised, to provide the Yali Fellows with a very conducive environment for you to learn and acquire new skills. And true to our word, we have been able to provide all that we promised. So this event this morning is just a testimony to what we promised. We thank you for using the opportunity so provided. And I could see you all oozing with a lot of exuberance, oozing with new knowledge and confidence. Thank you very, very much.
it is very important, as they narrated what you'll be going to do out there. I'm a political scientist and I'm a realist. So I always want to paint a picture of the political environment within which you're going to work and express your leadership. West Africa is at a critical juncture in its development, and we have had a whole lot of challenges to do with leadership changeovers, to do with political violence, to do with administrative malfeasance. Thanks be to God, President Obama provided this opportunity for us to make a clean break from the old ways and to be able to bring up a new leadership who will take West Africa and the rest of Africa to new heights. We thank you very, very much for making it a point to attend when you were selected. It's not everyone who had this opportunity. It's only a handful. We normally got over 4,000 applications, and for you to be selected amongst the 120 or 110, it meant that you were really the best in town. Thank you very, very much. We are saying that as you go out there, the environment in which you're going to work is one that is still developing. I'm talking about the public sector environment. Believe you me, there can be no development without the public sector putting on its right clothes and being as efficient as it should be, so as to be able to support all the bubbling and new ideas that you have for business, for creating new enterprises and all that. So those who came here for the public sector management and public policy option, we gave you a dose of the medicine to be able to understand and analyze political risks and to be able to appreciate the challenges within every environment in which you work, whether at the national level, regional, district, or even at a very community level. We are going out there, and as has been mentioned already, the environment is replete with a whole lot of challenges, social, economic, and security challenges. And we are expecting you to go and make a difference. With the knowledge you have acquired, you know that a successful leader is one who is adaptive. You have to be able to function in whichever environment you find yourself. And therefore, we challenge you to go and make a difference wherever you find yourself. So on behalf of GIMPA, on behalf of the acting rector and the rest of the GIMPA community, we say a big thank you and farewell for the studies that you undertook so effectively and firmly. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Philip Osei Doku. Now, we are supposed to do our various animal songs, but unfortunately, Kofi was bigger than me. I tried. Elephants, please, I tried. Nobody should meet me outside later and fight me.
The tiny elephants.
So unfortunately, the lions have to do their own.
Not because I'm here. Okay, so let me just take the win out of the seal.
Because that was what was voted for by our facilitators.
Hello.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so during the 5 weeks, we're asked to do songs, and the Eagles did a dirge. The elephants did a lullaby.
Elephants.
So when they sing, we want to pay offering and sleep and stuff like that. But the eagles and the elephants, they combined and helped the lions. And we did a wonderful song. So lions, are you here? Please come up and sing to us what you did for all of us. Please come up and then do it.
Meow.
You see, when the eagles and elephants combine to fight the lion, they tend to be cats. That's why they are doing that. All right, so please, let's be at this. Please move to this side. Move to this side.
Aumbawe, 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 aumbawe. Awumbawe, awumbawe, awumbawe.
Mama we. Mama we. Yali yali.
Yali yali, the yali call, the mighty lion reign.
Yali yali, the yali. Oh, you can clap.
The mighty lion reign.
Mama we. Did you think the lion was sleeping because it didn't roar? Did you think Africa was sleeping because of her challenges? Think again, because the African narrative is changing. And we, the Lions, the Young African Leaders Initiative, are the authors. We are the emerging leaders and the hope of Africa. From the smiling coast of the Gulf of Guinea to the sandy ocean of the Sahara Desert, we hold the destiny of our motherland in our paws. The elephants will tear down the circles of neo-colonialism. The eagles will soar with the challenges of the land. But we are lions, and we lead the eagles and the elephants to soar and carry Mother Africa higher. We roar because we are hungry to succeed. We cannot fail. We must not fail, and we will not fail. For this is our cause. Let's go. Yali yali. Yali yali, the yali calls the mighty lion reign. Yali yali, the yali calls the mighty lion reign. Mama, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Choboy, hey, Choboy, hey, 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 Lions. Thank you very much. So, because he didn't hear from the others, I'll just try and see if I can sing. Alifa, Alifa. Iyali.
Yes, we can.
Iyali.
Yes, we can.
Alifa, Alifa.
Yes, we can.
And what's the other song? Aya, aya, aya. All right. Thank you very much for that song, Lions. I think we have one very important person in our midst.
Yeah.
In the person of Mr. Alex Dupree. He is very passionate about this whole program. He's a director for USAID West Africa, and he's in charge of about, mission director, in charge of about 21 countries. He does very well to be here for the opening and closing ceremonies, and we are honored here to have him today to deliver this wonderful keynote speech to us. So, sir, please do us the honor, and we are ready to listen to you. Thank you very much. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him.
Wow, that's a lot. I'm going to practice my African languages. Mi chiamo. Ecuaro. Ecuaro. Ecuaro.
Yenya.
Adi morning. Dinamilo. Okay. Anisongoma. Neyubego. All right. I'm sorry our friends from the Gambia and Liberia and Cameroon are going to miss my terrible language, my terrible greetings, but good morning to you all. Professor Philip Duku Ose, Deputy Rector, members of the RLC Governing Council, partners of the Yali Leadership Center right here in Accra, dear Yali Center participants, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm always delighted to address the closing ceremonies of the Yali Leadership Center trainings. This is the 6th cohort, remember me? That I have had the honor to address. And I must say that the thrill to be here with you is incredibly wonderful. This is also a privileged moment to connect with a wide array of guests coming from the government, the private sector, and many non-governmental organizations who share the same passion to promote young African leadership. I would like to express USAID's and my personal profound appreciation to Shola Safu Duodo. Our new Accra RLC director, and also her staff for the continuous care they have given to the RLC participants, from the Gambia, Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Cameroon. There's no one from Ghana here, right? And Ghana. I would like all of us to applaud them for their outstanding work that they have accomplished in so short a time. I want to also thank all the private sector companies, local and international NGOs, and the universities that are supporting Yali in various areas. Among this group of partners, I want to expressly point out the US government's gratitude to the MasterCard Foundation for its generous contribution towards making this center a reality. Finally, I want to thank the trainers, the speakers, GIMPA management, and don't forget the workers who have supported the young men and women participating in this training. Dear Yali participants, over the past 5 weeks, you have had time to make friends and learn about each other. More importantly, you have worked together to search for understanding and for solutions to West Africa's challenges. You have been immersed in the world of leadership, and you have been exposed to the opportunities of transformative entrepreneurship, community engagement, and networking. Today, we are celebrating your new identity as Yali alumni. This is the moment we are giving you the wings to fly. And that's not just the Eagles over here. It's all of you. Today we give you the key to open a new chapter in your life. And today we give you the chance to achieve the vision of the YALI program. A vision that rests on the belief that young African leaders can create value and positive change through their talents, creativity, and insights, not just for themselves, but for their community and the entire world. Remember that the premise for this YALI initiative was that Africa needs more strong institutions, not more strong men. Today we give you an opportunity to demonstrate your ability to inspire others with your dedication and to lead what needs to be a new future for Africa. But remember also, the dreams are lovely, but they are dreams. And dreams do not come true just because you dream them. It is hard work that makes them happen. It is hard work that turns dreams into change. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, dear friends, I read your profiles. And so I know that each one of you is special. And that I know that each one of you is itching to go out there and make a difference. Otherwise, you would not be here. Your passion and your talents are inspiring. And many of you, because you have come from tough circumstances, by definition, you are entrepreneurial. Most of you have had to make a way out of no way, and in the process have become resilient and resourceful. Remember that the founder of the YALI program, President Obama, he also came a long way. And he came a long way, like you, from Africa. My dear friends and YALI graduates, let me say a word or two about USAID's involvement, and particularly that of my mission, USAID West Africa. Our overarching goal is African solutions to Africa's problems. Yes, African solutions to Africa's problems. And in order to get to that goal, we strongly believe that it can only be achieved if the region is united and integrated. We believe that unity gives strength. An integrated and united America has made America great. A united and integrated Europe has made Europe great. I believe that West Africa can be great too, if it is unified. United, African nations will have the economic, political, and social clout to act and compete on the world stage, as do other large entities such as the European Union or the United States of America. It is one of the missions of the YALI Leadership Center to promote your sense of belonging to one regional community and to facilitate the integration of West Africa's people. The YALI Network is a powerful tool for you to help contribute to building the African community. At AID, we are extremely proud to have contributed through this center to building the capacity of the West African region to deliver top-class leadership to its emerging young leaders. So far, 1,000 young female and male leaders from the business and the private sector and the public sector, from civil society organizations, have been trained. Our target is thousands more. Soon, we will be dedicating a new modern building here at Gimpa for the Yali program. Hope you can join us at the upcoming inauguration. We will be opening the facility very soon. Also, a satellite center has been opened in Nigeria, and 2 cohorts of young leaders have already been trained there. The Accra RLC has also developed online training to reach thousands more. Nevertheless, we have to admit that constantly improving the quality of this center over the next years is going to require a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice from all of us. Our biggest challenge is to consolidate the success that we are celebrating today and have celebrated for the last 5 cohorts, and to be sure that it continues. We will need more partners, we will need more resources, and we will need to be world-class in our planning, in our execution, and in our quality assurance. But this challenge of continuously improving the West Africa RLC does not rest only with those of us who started it. For you, young leaders here today, this is a challenge I expect each of you to personally take on. Use your influence and use your expanding network of professional colleagues and contacts to help us develop the program in greater heights. And in order to do so, please, I want you to remember that your stories can inspire people to do great things. Your stories can contribute to make the RLC shine and prosper. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, Yali graduates, I would like to end my remarks by acknowledging all of you, but especially Kofi Amposa Duodu. So he is our first military participant. Kofi is a naval officer who is passionate about etiquette and responsible leadership in society. He is keen on creating a network of like-minded people who uphold the values of integrity, respect, discipline, determination, and entrepreneurial creativity. He runs the Mentorship Academy on Facebook and the personal development of youth and reach out to society at large. He has been working to imbue these core values into prospective military officers and young civilians. His desire is to help youth find their path in life. Kofi aspires to be an authority in maritime security in order to make our oceans and the world safe. With Kofi, we learn that if all you have is integrity and determination, you have more than enough to succeed. I want to repeat that, if I may. If all you have is integrity and determination, you have more than enough to succeed. Thank you, Kofi. And thank you all for your attention.
Clapping. Thank you very much, sir. So, I'm shy. And I'm glad I'm not wearing a cap or a hat because it was blown off already. I'm truly humbled. Thank you very much, sir. But a luta continua. The program must continue. So we'll get back to business. And I'm sure most of us here are alumni and they are here for a reason. So Asabia, tell us why they are here and then let's start with them.
Okay, so our alumni are here to support us and also to graduate from the Yali Cohort 5. So we'll be calling them shortly to receive their certificates, which is ready and will be presented by
Mr. Alex Dupre. She's very careful. You know, she's an Asante woman. And she's afraid she might say the play. Don't worry, I'm also one. So just that I've learned to say the R very well.
Point of correction, I'm an Ekriapem proudly. Thank
Still
you.
that I can. All right, can we have the names?
The first person on the list is Mr. Edin Kra Christian. Call 5, yeah. The next person is Richard, Mr. Richard Nisowa. He's not here, okay. Mr. Paul Asante. Amma Duncan. Kwabna Obin Checheku. Oh, sorry. Elizabeth Ekia Nyako. Godfred Quatin. Natalie Ansan. Metolo Foyet. I'm sorry. Okay. Miss Edna Elom Ayena. Moses Che. Is it York? Juliana York. John Appiah. Salman Faris Ayaba. Esi Asari Pra. Kenneth Jamra. Ofosu Asamoah.
Everybody should see Safa after for their folders.
Nancy Nkrumah.
Please just say it, okay? So they
Okay. Eugene Amafio. Salasi Esio. Please kindly see Safer after you get your certificates, please. The alumni.
after the event.
After the event, yeah. James Amwa. Isabella Osei Owusua. Isaac Tete Ashon. Loretta Odro. Irene Ali Derry. Stephen Jones. Hafiz Laye. I think
Mohammed. Just say Mohammed. You will know himself.
and Mohammed. So after the presentation has been done, can our honorable alumni all please move forward and take a picture with the deputy director? I think there's been some switches.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys will
Let's
see.
go.
Yes.
We'll sort it out after.
No. Yeah.
We can sort it out.
Oh, I can't mention the same.
This is Abdul Salam.
Mohammed Abdul Salam. Next on our list is we are going to get some brief comments from our special prize winners from yesterday. In the person of Mary Kosa and Kofi here, we'll start with Mary. Mary is from Ghana, and she won the special prize yesterday for leadership.
Good morning, everyone. My first thanks go to Almighty God for making me who I am. And I'll go straight and thank the Yali team, USAID, and all the stakeholders of Yali. I'm humbled to have such an honor. One may ask, why Mary Kosa? But it's not Mary Kosa, but it is Yali. It is Ghana, it is Africa, it is the whole world, because all of us here could have this opportunity, but one person must come out. So here, I'm representing everyone and not myself. I'll just have a few words. I'll say that the Yali team has been focused, they are fair, and then firm. When I came, the first comment I had was that you are being watched. But after looking at their busy schedule, I wondered, how are they watching us? At the end, I just concluded that it's not about telling people who you are, but allowing people to know what you are. I might have wronged some might have wronged me, but the whole story is, what am I taking from Yali? The ingredients that have been added to my life is nothing until I go and practice it. As I'm here, I can't think through, because I've realized that I've gotten a big task. I've been chosen among a lot. I have to inspire. I have to get a story which is very special to win more souls for Yali and for Africa. During the selection, how did I get it? I had information from a friend. And you know what? She just told me, Mary, this is the link I have, but I will not try. I will not apply because I'm afraid they will not pick me. I said, okay, let's do it. She said, no. I applied. The first question was, have you tried? I said, no. I applied, and I know I will be chosen. Even if it is 2 people, I know I will be part. And guess what? I think I may be the last person who might have been chosen, because I was in the field, a remote village, dealing with girls and parents, no network, and they had sent me enough emails. Under normal circumstances, if they are dealing with such a huge number, everyone is of course qualified, but they have to choose. So they will do dropping tactics. So I should have been the first person to be dropped. I wasn't attending to the emails, not because it was my fault. They had to follow up with calls. And my first call was, we are ready to interview you. Instantly, I was ready. I gave the information. Now, I was selected. They followed up with emails. I didn't see the emails. One Thursday night, I saw about 5 missed calls, the same number. I called back, and the voice was like an Afro-American. Mary, if you are not serious, we're going to drop you from this yearly program. You've been chosen, and you don't want to confirm your seat. One can imagine. So, after convincing them, they told me the next day, 10 o'clock a.m. was the deadline. I started, no network. My small boy had to join me in prayers as any typical African would do. Lord Jesus, Mama, Yali come, amen. So finally I had Yali. Guess what? I missed my flight. I came and they had started the program. I was then rushing around. What I've learned is time. I have to manage my time. I have to pay attention to anything that I'm doing. I came here and mingled with a lot of people from different family backgrounds, and I've learned a lot. I've shared mine, and I've gained something. What am I going to do with it? It's now my task, and that is your task too. And I believe when we go out, we are going to get a united Africa, United States of Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mary. The next person who received the special prize yesterday was our very own Kofi. He's going to also give us a brief comment.
Thank you very much. I don't have much to say because Mr. Papsu has said everything about me. And he said that because he took notice of me when I went for the interview for the Mandela Washington Fellowship. And I'm glad to say that I was selected, and I'll be going in June. He was able to fish out my profile and read because when I went, I made an impression. I was deliberate, and I've always been deliberate in life. That is why I try to preach to people to plan their lives. I'm deliberate about everything I do, except a few ones my wife will, of course, pick me on. But when I came, or when I was coming, my goal was to leave, and everybody will have my name on their lips. I'll make an impression in the minds and the hearts of everybody. And I can confidently say that I've achieved my aim. That is why we all have to leave footprints wherever we go. Let us be deliberate in our actions. Let us lead ourselves. We always come singing, we are African leaders, we are African leaders. But we don't show up on time for events. We crumble over food. And then we do the minute things that you expect to do as a leader yourself. When you don't conquer yourself, you can't conquer anybody. So don't be disillusioned that you are going to change your community when you have not changed your attitude. Let's plan our lives from today. Let's plan our How do you want to be remembered when you die? Write your own obituary and let people read it to you. I'm sure what Mr. Papsu said. I'm sure what Mr. People here, about 8%, 80% people here can attest to what he wrote, because I want whatever is written about me to be lived. So I try to live what I write. So let's do the same, and let's inspire the generations after us. Thank you very much. Inspire the generations after us. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Paul Asante, and alumni. I work with the Ghana Armed Forces. Cohort 1 wants to do a presentation to our online program coordinator, Ajua Ajimai. She's been very, very supportive. I'll call on Jane, my colleague, if she's here, to assist me do the presentation to Ajua Ajimai.
This award is presented to Ajua Ajiman, Online Program Coordinator, Yali Regional Leadership Center, West Africa, Ghana. We celebrate you for your dedicated service and hard work towards the development of emerging young African leaders. Yali Online Cohort, 12th April 2017. So we just want to present to you this award.
Wish you all the best too. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cohort 1. And congratulations. Okay, so can we all take a peep at our watches, please? What time is it? When did we say we'll close? Okay, we have closed. Oh, don't go yet. So this is Yali. We are imbibing values into us, time management and other things. So they do things exemplary for us to watch and learn. So it's now 12 and we'll close. After here, we'll have networking lunch for our alumni and ourselves. But before we go, I would like, on behalf of the previous cohorts, the just past cohorts, and on my own behalf, to thank USAID. Please stand up, let's see you, the staff from USAID. Let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. They've been wonderful. Yes. We heard that it costs $6,000 to train one person, and they are the ones paying. So ideally, should be giving them another mic to talk. Me that I came to chop, I was speaking. So we thank you very much for the opportunity you've given us. We'd like to thank our dear mom, Shola Diodu, doctor. Oh, let's clap for her. We'll thank the Yali staff, Uncle Jasper, all of you, Erasmus, signing sheet, all those things. Mutombo, and everybody. Internship masters and all the people behind the scenes that we don't see. The media team, the dining hall team, the cleaners, everybody. We'd like to say we are grateful for the opportunity given us. And we assure you that whatever you've planted in us will grow into big trees and the seas will flourish all over Africa. Thank you very much and have a wonderful journey back to wherever you came from. This has been myself, Kofi, and our lovely Asabia. Okay, bye-bye and safe journey back.
I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in you.